Okay, folks, we're back with the 036. So, went ahead and cleaned up the gasket. There you go. Yeah. Anyhow, these little lines right there. You see, you can get over here and there. And another one that goes all the way around right here. That's a machining error. So, something to look for. Pretty confident it's fairly flat. The old gasket material is kind of filled in there. It's from the old paper style gaskets. So we kind of cleaned her out as best we could anyways. Ain't too much schmoo in there. We'll get more of it out if we can. Yeah, I mean, like I said, these saws eat quite a bit of dirt anyways. So, no screwdrivers just in there to keep it from doing that. Anyhow, we'll set the camera up again and start putting her together. I can get that to stay down somehow. The Volkswagen torsion arm, in case somebody's wondering. It was going to be a knife, but kid working on it messed up the heat treat pretty bad, so it is done, as they say. So here's our box. I think it has a bunch of, was that Spanish on there? Yeah. Cilindro de Pescado. Why the hell has Spanish on there? We bought this in America. And we got us a new hitch clutch bearing. Our gasket. That's our wrist pin. That's a clutch bearing. Little guy. Yeah, we'll set him aside for now. There's a new piston, or one cylinder. That's how they always come. I don't know why. Watch your toes. Okay. No, this one's even. No, who does that? Okay. Take a quick look at it. Make sure everything's kind of what it's supposed to be. Match up your old one. Now, if I were a braver man, I would go ahead and port this thing now. But I'm not. It's so much a matter of bravery, it's a matter of time. I got all day today, but you know. So first thing I'm going to do, get that dirt out of there. Open up the gasket. It's non-directional. I'm going to set him right on there because I guarantee I will forget it. It does matter how it goes in there. Anyways, I will forget, and try to put it together without it. I don't know if you can see in there, but you got one little cable ring and the wrist pin, and then you should have one on that side, and nothing on that side. So also, you have a dowel pin, just an itty bitty guy there, and an itty bitty guy right there, and then your rings are supposed to line up. Oh, there's paint on there. It's kind of new. Something new every day. Anyhow, the opening on your rings line up with that dowel pin, and it keeps them from rotating too far. Because what will happen is, you come around and hook one of these openings, and then kaboom, right back where you started from. So, what we are going to do, let's find my pocket knife. It's a new knife, I'm not really familiar with it yet. We got our open thing of motor oil in there. There's too many flies in there. So, just, I don't know, straight 40 weight. Don't need to be anything special. A little fingerful, and smear it on the holes. And all it's doing is helping you put this thing together. That is all, nothing else. What was I doing? Okay, so all we're going to do here, I'm going to leave that ring in the bag. A little oil on there. Okay, see, it slips in real nice. Man, that's no wiggle, but it goes in real easy. That's how it's supposed to go. So we know that the old one was pretty bad shape. Okay. Same thing with the old motor oil. It doesn't take a massive amount. You're just putting something in there to give it a little time before you fire it up. That's all. Just like on a big engine. The last thing you need is to cook it before you even get it started. Okay, so get the arrow. Probably can't see that, but there's an arrow on there. That goes towards your exhaust side. On most saws, the 461s and probably the 661s, the dowel pins are on the side. They're usually on the cooling side. So that's one of the new things. It's a different saw, different layout, so you can keep in mind. Yeah, slip that on there. Let's pull that guy up. Get some eyeball through there. Slip her home. You turn her around. You have her trusty saw wrench. Force that home. Now the fun part. Getting that ring in there. Remember we set that ring aside? We only got one. Now we do have a spare because I'm not crazy. Really probably should get some better rags out here. I'll show you this a little closer, but it's something you have to kind of figure out on your own. And gone forever. timed on my shoe. A little bit of patience here goes a long ways. Patience and zero fear for your fingers. That. Cool. That was actually fairly easy. Okay. So we got another finger full of oil. We smear around in there, get her nice and lubed up. Same thing on your rings. Now, you just want it to be wet. It doesn't need to be dripping oil. You see my fingers are dirty too. So. Okay, now the fun part. Let's see, Piston ring compression tool. I don't even know if these are available anymore. They gave me this one. Basically, just wrap that guy around there. Yeah, you just wrap it around there, buddy. I think the trick is come at it from a different angle. Line your rings up. Hope they don't come misaligned. Now just hold your piston rings down long enough. Ta-da! So before you get all excitable, get it sort of kind of lined up before you run it home. This is a good time to get your head bolts. Started. It's real hard to get out of there once you're down in the hole. Especially you got fat fingers like I do. Line up your gasket best you can. Okay. Now you find your we're just gonna get them snug right now. Tighten it until you know they're all four. Go in easy. You'll just spin it. Once you get 2 down, the other 2 should go pretty easy. Stop and look. Make sure everything's about where it's supposed to be. Give her a couple spins, make sure she goes up and down the right way. Don't feel any tension. Oh, by the way, this is out of that 064 rebuilt. And see little nicky things there? Little shiny spots. This is a Chinesian piston. It is a waste of money. Anyhow, so we're going to go through and make sure these are all snug. That pop was my wrist. Alright, and then we proceed to tighten them down. So, click. I do a cross pattern. Click. Click. Like I said, I'm just going until I feel the wrench flex. See it? You can see that on the camera, but see how far it comes back? That's all it needs. Make sure to go through it a couple times. Make sure that nothing's being weird. As soon as it'll settle down a little bit. Alright, that's pretty good. Okay. Yuck. Put the lid back on that after about 6 months. What do you say? Well, those of you who've been watching the channel a while, the last time I used that was on the 064 rebuild. That was 2 years ago. Okay. Where do we want to start? Alright. Let's put the clutch cover back on. Oh, I left my grease out there. I'm going to pause you for a minute. I'll be right back. And we're back. So, this fell out of the thing. This is just Napa Lithium-Ease. White lithium grease. It's good stuff. Stihl used to have a grease for this that was basically the same stuff. So, it's another one of those things, it doesn't take much. You can actually over-grease the snot out of these. That's actually, you know, you can over-grease just about everything. Grease is meant to move. It's supposed to have room for it to do its thing. You pack it in there, can't move, it creates heat, creates pressure. The next thing you know, you need a new bearing or whatever, or even spindle or seal, or who knows. So somewhere in there is a little driver. I can't actually see it. Is it right there? Well, there should be. Maybe it doesn't have one. It doesn't have one. Pretty cool, huh? We didn't get a new sprocket. That's fine. This one's not terrible. Oh no! That was dumb. Ooh. So, all these C-clips, E-clips, C-clips, Circlips, it's all the same thing, man. You'll have a side that's sharp. You have a side that's kind of got a radius to it. With the side that's sharp, going out, that will bite in a little better. Keep it from coming off. Come on. This one's just got wore out, I think. Oh, 88 parts. Oh, 84 parts. Okay. Cool. That is not the clutch cover. Where's the clutch cover? Oh. Real hard to start it with that pull starter. Oh, it's on there. There it is. You're tucked up under the brake pan there. I don't know what else we need to do. Miraculously get this back in there. And we'll do it the hard way. I should have put that back on before I put the cylinder back on, but no. I just gotta do things the hard way. The real fun is when these things get old, sometimes the boots get soft. I haven't seen that with Stihls, but it does happen. Okay, now the fun part. I'm gonna pull that out. So we can slip it over. I'm stupid. Yep. happens when you have a dummy working on your stuff. I'm going to pause that before you go insane. Okay. Let's see if you guys can guess what I ended up doing. So, that's what happens when you're done. You have to do things over. Okay, so boot is all the way on, all the way around. It wasn't before, it is now. Real poke, make sure she doesn't do anything weird. Get your clampy thing lined up. For the future, don't remove that. It'll go a lot better. So this one has oh no. Anyways, this one has two studs on top of the cylinder. For whatever reason, I don't think the other one has that. Oh! So you hang on to your parts until you're done. You'll see that in the parts kit. Okay. Cool. Now we're back to where we were. Get that lined up. Remember your bolt with the bushing? I always lead with that one because I guarantee it's the one you'll have problems with. Like everything else, don't tighten her down until she's ready. A couple bolts lined up, and then you can give her a wall. Same old spark plug. The heat shield is kind of important. Yeah, we'll put the exhaust back on. It's kind of a pain in the butt. So, goofy little thing here. They don't send a new exhaust gasket kit, of course, but the metal ones, it's not like they go bad. So bumps out. I don't remember how this thing went in there. Were you paying attention? Because I was not. I guess it's something like that. Okay, so stand her up. Make sure the piston's closed off. That guy there. Whose idea this shit was, but I need to be punched in the mouth. Your little wiggle. Eventually get through all the parts. Just like that. Carbon buildup in there. My parts tray is no longer. I'll do that at home. One thing they do like about Stihl is their parts always go back together. Unless you get the wrong dash number or whatever, but the parts just fit. Die. Oh, that's good for it. Oh yeah. Might be a little rusty. Ooh, that's cross-threaded. So my dad used to say, just burn them in there, you'll make new threads. It's really not good for it, though. So Sometimes these mufflers can be hard to find. Anyhow. That's it, folks. Put a bar and chain on it and we'll tune the carb up then. Anyhow, we'll keep you posted on what other issues we find. But that's pretty much it. Have a good day.